Hello, today I'm going to get started on the 1961 Chevrolet Impala SS. But I'm going to do something a little bit different this time that I haven't ever really done before, so it'll be a learning experience for me. I am a huge Chevrolet fan. I've loved them all my life, basically. But, in my opinion, the 61 Impala is an ugly car. Out of all the classic Impalas from like 58 to, 68, 69, the 61 is the ugliest in my opinion. And I think mainly it's because of that horrible looking back end. I don't like it, but it is what it is. So, in order to kind of give it a different look, different feel, I'm going to do a Restomod on this. So that means taking the 409 out, and I'm going to put in an LS2 Chevrolet engine in it. I'm going to put in newer style seats from the Camaro Concept car. It's basically where all of the extra stuff is coming from, is from that Camaro kit. This is what everything is coming from. So I'm getting the engine, I'm going to do the wheels out of this, and a bunch of the interior stuff. So, that being said, let's get started on this bad boy. Alright, here's all the molded and colored pieces. It's basically the block halves, transmission oil pan assembly, the top part of the transmission, front cover, pulley system, and the fan belt. I'm also going to need to pull some chrome pieces off of here, like the headers, the intake, and the valve covers. So let's get started on putting this thing together. A lot of people ask what glue I use. I use this basic Tamiya cement. It is thicker than the Tamiya Extra Thin, which I like this as well. But I've noticed if the pieces are bigger and it does need to be like a fine space, then this stuff works pretty good. Like I said, it's just a little bit thicker, so sometimes obviously you need the thin cement in certain cases, but if you don't need it, this stuff works fantastic. So I use this quite a bit. Just kind of let everybody know out there, like, get comments or questions about what kind of glue I use. So this is one of the many, but this is what I've been using a lot lately, it seems like. So, and good drying time too as well on this stuff. So I'll let that sit up a little bit. Meantime, I can sand down some of the edges on this stuff I've got cut out already. I was checking this earlier. I think I'm going to have to get rid of the front mounting peg because when you have it in there, there's no real way to get the end of the transmission lined up properly. So I'm going to have to snag that thing off of there and just glue it up correctly. So it gives you enough to where you can line it up properly. Wasn't off much, just enough though. Kind of do a test fit here, see how we're coming. I think it's going to be about right. Hopefully it's not too tall. It's the only thing I'm really worried about. But should be okay, I think. So let that dry, and then before I put the intake on, I'm going to paint all this. I'll paint the engine gunmetal, transmission aluminum, oil paint aluminum, filter AC Delco blue, and then the intake stuff I'll probably paint aluminum as well. I might do something different with that. I may not do those aluminum. I may do something cool. So we'll see. But that's where I'm at now with that. I did put, so I put the back seat together already. I did that earlier when I was just trying to see if they would work. So they sit in there fairly good. I am going to have to make some kind of plate for the back of them, like trace it out on some styrene and then glue it on there. That way it doesn't have, that showing in the back. So I'm going to work on that as well. Might as well get the interior tub out of here. I'll go ahead and put the front seats together as well. Guess there is a left and right though. Odd numbers go together. Easy enough. Yeah, I think something like that's going to look pretty cool in there. I may have to take these out of there, which is no big deal.
marked with a D because I know that's the driver's side.
Alright, I think that's going to look pretty good. I may just leave those pieces in there, but I don't know, you can kind of see where they're at if I don't get rid of them, so I'll probably cut those down. So those are cut off now, and I will have to sand them smooth, but at least get the seats in the right position, I think. So that'll be a good thing. Other than, let me show you the wheels. These are the wheels that came with the Camaro kit. I'm more than likely going to have to cut them down. They are pretty wide, so I will get to that whenever that part comes around. So I'm also doing the Camaro steering wheel too, just more modern than the old Impala steering wheel. And I haven't decided. I probably won't use this, but it's neat that it's got independent rear suspension in the Camaro. I mean, I would like to use it, but I'm probably not going to. I think with the suspension, the way it is in the Impala, I'm just going to leave it. So I'll have to probably mess with the drive shaft a little bit to get it to work right. But other than that, I think I'm just going to do the stock suspension on the Impala. And just basically we're doing engine swap, interior swap. We're going to lower it down pretty low as I can get it, and still make it look good. So that's where I'm at with that. Probably going to do is stop here for today. I'm going to get some of this stuff painted. Probably get the chassis painted, interior painted, the engine painted. And then when I come back, we'll start kind of do some assembly of stuff and see how all that's working. So I will see you next time. Thank you all for watching.